Welcome to Perfection is Fake Podcast.
This is a production brought to you by your members of Sources of Strength. So, as you have seen from our introduction, we are the 6 members from SOS who have decided to create this podcast. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Irving.
I'm Juan.
I'm Adriana.
I'm Lila.
And basically this podcast is for our former owls who are familiar with SOS and those of you who may not be familiar with SOS. We have 8 sources of strength on the wheel, some that we will be discussing and how they've basically helped us. But first things first, sources of strength. What is sources of strength? Anyone take on that?
I don't know. I feel like it's like the 8 different ways you can take care of yourself and others. It's pretty important, each one, and we'll be covering each one every month. One of each every month.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like it's a basis of a good way of living, like your foundation.
I will say with our former partner Nathan Grounds, who is no longer in Sources of Strength. Now we have a new member, but he, sadly, he was really good. He trained us, right? He trained us in SOS on how to bring this wheel to others, because some people may not have a mentor. Some people may not have family support. Others may not have a spirituality to hold, So I feel like the 8 wheels, personally, is probably just a way that you can see what's probably missing in your life, Being a high school student, you're about to graduate. Some of you may go off to college. Plans for life. That is actually terrifying.
Scary new people.
Yeah, new people.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm gonna get senior ID.
Right. As a senior, I could say, going into the world. This actually will. I know you guys. The wheel has shown me maybe I am missing a bit of family support from the wheel, and. But hey, the friends part, I've got that one locked down. So I'm glad. I'm very thankful for everything that I have on the wheel. But it did make me realize, you can have a strong aspect in one part of the wheel, but you might be missing one of those. Try to look for it, such as a mentor. Having mentors is very important. So, what do y'all feel about the wheel, about sources of strength? How does that pertain to y'all's life?
I don't know. I feel like everyone has a really predominant side of the circle, and I feel like it really builds around them. And whenever you get exposed to the different kinds, it makes you, it just makes you start seeing things differently and reach out to try to make the circle connect.
Yeah. So let's just go around. What part of the wheel do you feel like you connect with the most?
My strongest, I believe, would have to be positive friends.
Positive
Honestly.
friends.
Yeah.
Aww.
Irving? I feel like generosity.
Generosity. Okay. Juan?
I'd say positive friends as well.
Positive friends as well. All right.
I'd say mine was healthy activities.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Lila?
I don't know. It's pretty much a balance between family support and positive friends, because I view my friends as family as well. And my family has always been there for me, but so have my friends. So yeah.
I feel like, as I mentioned before, I feel like positive friends is definitely mine. I have this little motto that I realized that I've come to practically live by since freshman year. My family is my friends, you guys. My friends are my family. Family are my friends. I don't know what I would do without my friends. They've helped me countless of times. Daniel would know. The seniors know who they are as well. They've helped me plenty of times. My best friends, even far friends, have just given me advice. Your friends can take you a long way. So, not having that family support, I feel like it really does cover that positive friend side. What is y'all's weak suit now? What do y'all think? The weakest on there.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and start. Family support. That's mine. That's my weak suit.
To be honest, I might have to say the same thing. Family support.
Family support?
Yeah, I have to agree with that too.
Me too.
I can relate
Wow.
to that.
Okay.
Wait, face it this way. Mine is definitely healthy activities.
Healthy
because
activities?
I get home, I sit on my phone, I wait till the last minute to do homework.
me sleeping in my car for
Before this meeting, he was knocked out. Anyways, Adriana?
I would say mine's my mental health. That's my weakest.
Mental health?
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. That being said, Sources of Strength is an organization that tries to help people focus on what they have in their life and what they may be lacking on a bit, because, you know, in this life we can all agree it's hard to do things alone. It is definitely hard to do things alone.
Yeah.
Just because you may be inexperienced, you may be going through something hard that you may not once know how to get out of. So I feel like it's really important to hold this will, you know, to you. So coming into Sources of Strength, how many can we agree, like, we did not know what this was about?
I can agree.
I can agree.
I can most definitely.
Right?
Well, I knew about it in middle school, and I wanted to be in it so bad, but, like, all the popular, like, last names, you know, small town last names, they got picked. And so I didn't get picked. And so whenever I came to the school, Miss Standiford was like, you seem like a good fit. I was, like, so exhilarated. So, yeah, that's how I knew about it.
Adriana?
I found out about Sources of Strength through Next Step at a fair. And so
dang.
I was not doing very well. So
Gotcha.
And I thought it was a good way to get some help. So.
That's actually
That's
really
good.
ironic.
Yeah.
I'm glad you heard about that. That's really good. I feel like, I don't remember. I think Miss Stanford just came up to us.
She just came up
Yeah,
because
me
we were.
too.
Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
talk a lot. We're like social. She
Yeah.
wants to help others.
Anyone who knows anyone on this board, please, if you have any questions, obviously run it through Miss Standiford, because can tell you more about what we know about this wheel, because she's the one who brought the organization to us. So if you do have any concerns about the wheel or want to know more, just ask her about, if you have questions about SOS Sources of Strength, just ask her. Some of you may actually been like, oh, I knew about Sources of Strength from the cookies project we did. Does anyone want to talk about that?
The
I
cookies
think,
are fun.
the majority
yeah.
of the people know it because
Yeah,
of the
because
cookies.
of the
We did.
Yeah.
Give
People
a
who were
general.
not even in Sources of Strength
Rice
came and
Kids.
helped with us.
Yeah.
Like,
That was fun, though.
You weren't
Yeah.
even in
That
it.
was
You
really
helped
good.
us.
That's kind of how I was introduced to it, because I helped y'all with the cookies.
Yeah, he helped us with the cookies.
I do remember.
So
Oh, yeah.
Him and Troy. I remember Troy was lots of help. He's a junior.
Is he
now.
in social
Yes.
strength or no?
No.
He never.
No, he's not even. But he was still willing to help. He stayed after school, helped us bake cookies. It was a process, guys. We had to text Nathan Grounds, who is the current owner of
it was a lot of
Yeah.
planning, a lot of
Lots of Planning.
staying after school.
Staying after school. Miss
writing
Ellis.
notes,
Miss
Oh,
Ellis
yeah.
helped us a lot.
packaging.
I
Shout
coulda-
out to the cafeteria people.
Right.
They
They were
gave us
very
their
sweet.
oven.
Yeah,
Yes.
very sweet.
I feel kind of bad because towards the beginning of it, it was like me and Jayla were like, wait, we should do this cookie thing. And I came up with some sort of different name. I forgot what it was. And then I was like so into it. And then I just completely fell out. And I was like, wait, this is happening. And so,
Right? Like it was cool how it came to be.
Yeah.
Irving.
Took a lot less time.
What are you doing? That's you wanna.
Want to explain?
And Linus.
That's cool.
I feel bad they don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Maybe we should record it like a camera. You
I
know.
was kind of like doing the anatomy of 3 pens.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Still studying.
Taking anatomy.
Oh, literally.
Not taking anatomy.
Oh, okay. You want to express your feelings about the wheel, maybe like connected to the anatomy. Mental health.
Oh
Let's talk
yeah.
about that one.
I don't know.
Just try to stop moving it, because you keep on. You're the one talking about that. You're moving it the most.
I just like to fidget, I guess.
That's
Okay.
fine. That's perfect.
ADHD.
Oh, to basically get back to where what cookies.
Anyways.
Anyways, guys, the cookies. Let's see. Many of you probably are familiar with friends and stuff who came into it. Juan, what did you think about SOS when you first started it? Since you were someone who was introduced.
Wait, what was the question?
What do you? What did you first think about SOS when you were introduced?
I mean, I didn't really know anything about it until we went to the first meeting, and I mean, it was pretty nice to get to talk to people and, you know, talk about yourself and how you relate to the wheel, and just feel like you're in a safe environment to talk about that.
Oh, definitely.
So, what did you think of it whenever you helped out with the campaign last year, but you weren't in Sources of Strength?
You can be honest.
I mean, it was pretty fun because, you know,
Were you excited to bake cookies?
oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And most
What did you
What
enjoy?
about-
My favorite
Those-
part was eating.
You
No,
know,
I was thinking for was.
They
I
were
ate like
good.
7 of them.
I think all of us combined, we took like 100 cookies.
100.
We also had-
Everybody just kept taking
Yeah.
them and eating them.
Yeah.
They were good. They were good cookies. Though.
And
It
in
was-
total, I probably ate like 20 of those, bro. And not good day.
I ate like
Do it.
6.
That is wow. It's because those M&M ones, they were really good. Those are like some really crispy cookies
Yeah,
too.
there were some that were burnt.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Those were good though.
Okay.
They were still good.
Shout out to whoever, like, you know, where they got those cookies, whoever made that.
Shout out, yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Sam's Club.
Yeah,
Sam's Club.
yeah, like,
Shout out
those
to
cookies
Sam's
were
Club.
really good. That batter was like, you know.
You got, I forgot how much because I remember I calculated, but it was like
We had,
what,
like,
$300
$450,
worth of
$480
cookies?
Yeah, it was about
Whoa.
$200.
$200 worth of
200.
cookies.
It was a lot of money spent on those
Yeah.
cookies, and we're very grateful for that. That's on the wheel. You know,
It
Nathan was
is.
generous. You know.
Generosity.
Yeah,
Generosity.
very.
From his funding, he helped us do that, which is very respectful.
Yes, we respect him a lot.
We respect him. We miss anything else. But we're
Yes, we will.
glad about our new mentor, too. She's
Yes.
very sweet. Keeping on the legacy. What did y'all think about the last retreat?
The retreat from last year?
Oh, the training?
It's
training.
amazing to see how many new people like came and joined. Like a lot of
Oh,
new people joined.
yeah, I didn't realize how big it was
Yeah,
until that
I didn't
place.
notice. I didn't like understand.
What are we
I
talking
know.
about?
The retreat with the pizzas
Like
and
then
everything?
too.
Have you joined?
I didn't
The
expect
training.
this.
Did y'all join this year?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you didn't, y'all
Yes.
didn't go last
They're
year.
here.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's
I meant
nice.
that means that they didn't go to the retreat last year.
Oh.
Yeah. Last year, it was in the library of our old building. You know how small that place
Wait,
was.
The retreat?
Last year the
No,
training was
the
in
training.
The training or the
The
retreat?
training was in the same building.
The CTC.
CTC.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But the retreat was at the WT Berkshire Center.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
if you compare
The-
last year's circle in the CTC to this year's, it was
It's-
like grown
We
so much.
expanded so much.
And I
Yeah.
think, I think it was a cookie campaign.
Yeah.
To a lot of people.
Yeah, I
think
remember
it got
asking
to a lot of
people.
People were like, they're making cookies. I want
I wanna
to
be
be.
part of
I want to be a
that.
part of that. Sign me up.
Yeah, and I think we have a lot of other fun ideas up our sleeves
Ooh, free
too.
pizza at the training.
That's so
Oh,
sweet.
literally.
I'm like
Food
front
bring-
row in your
I remember
binder.
mentioning that. I was like, oh, there's free food. Come join. You know,
Oh,
our
yeah,
first
people
meeting.
were
I
like,
I
mentioned
know.
that.
Free
Sign
food
up.
brings everyone, bro.
Yeah,
I know.
I
that's-
mentioned that to him. I was like, hey, there's free food. You know,
Yeah.
join. There's free drinks, snacks.
I know there was a fight at a cafe meeting. They're having free food.
Oh, yeah. They also
Today.
did that. Oh, that's
They had. They said
Oh,
ice cream, pizza.
I was gonna.
Yes.
Oh.
At 5:30.
Anyways, I think this is a little off topic.
Oh, yeah,
Off topic.
yeah. Sorry, guys. Where they
Oh,
had
we
like
need to
brownies and
address
stuff. Okay.
what is perfection is fake.
Yes, because we already addressed how it's helped you. So, basically, what this podcast is, what y'all's interpretation. Oh, by the way, if y'all didn't already understand get the memo, the podcast is called "Perfection is Fake" because there's no such thing as perfection. You know,
Exactly.
everyone goes through something. We can all agree on that, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean,
You-
we've been,
you-
yeah. I mean, we've been yapping about who, I don't even know what we've been yapping about. So, like, what is it? We don't know. Like, we gotta let them know.
Well, what do y'all have to say about this podcast? What do y'all think? Because this is the first time we're breaking traditions. So,
Yeah. I mean, I really like the idea of a podcast.
Yeah,
I
me too.
originally thought it'd be the best idea because so many people are used to like announcements, no diss to news and
Yes.
announcements.
No,
Yes, yes.
none at all.
But,
You're great.
So many people are used to that typical middle school or high school, like the programs and everything.
Yeah.
So I thought a podcast, since it's more like modern and podcasts are starting to get popular now, I thought it'd be a really good idea to incorporate what's going on right now in the real world into our school and like shine a positive light onto it.
yeah, I think I love what Lila said. I think that's the main thing right now, trying to show a positive light on sides of things. Because main thing about the podcast, I mean, I'm pretty sure if anyone here who's listening to this has listened to a podcast, they talk about several topics.
Yeah.
And it's mainly things about their experience and tying into it. So I feel like this podcast really is to like tie your life into the wheel, how it's helped you and how you went on from there, and how you'll use the wheel in your future experiences, whether it be first job, finding a spouse, getting like your career, anything like that. It helps to have the wheel in mind, because it's also like it's like a mental state of mind, like how your life is going, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And it kind of reminds me of the cookies that we did, the You Belong cookies. It reminds me because this podcast is also trying to show that you are not alone and that you do
A
belong.
message.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Message
just
trying to send. Yeah.
We are all owls together. We are owls. Hoot hoot.
No.
Everyone's
Oh,
no. But sorry, go.
See, this podcast, like, when we first talked about it, I was a bit skeptical on like whether we were actually gonna go through with it. I was really hoping we were,
Yeah, of course.
because like I just thought it was amazing, because like when I applied to early college, I only applied because I heard there was a podcast here for like history. I'm a history nerd, and so and then I found out that there never was. And so,
Oh.
Expectations.
there never was.
False advertising.
False advertising.
Yes. And so now, now that we have a podcast about mental awareness and,
your 8 sources.
Not history.
Yeah, not history. I mean, close enough,
Not
something.
But
Okay.
I mean, like, this is all.
I mean, like, something other people can relate to. You know, I related to history. I can relate to the wheel and the things the wheel talks about.
Yeah.
So, just,
Well, for our introductory, obviously we don't have a guest member with us today, but by our next podcast we will. And I feel like how invested are y'all hearing people's because I know personally I'm a busy girl, so I don't get to interact with the freshmen
yeah, me too.
as much.
Before we answer that, what are you talking about, like a guest member? Yeah, like, do people know about that?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, you
People
kinda just
don't know
brought
what
that
the
up.
guest
People
member
don't
is.
know.
Well, there'll be
what it
posters
is.
around the school about it.
Yes.
Let's explain
Yeah.
that.
Form.
Okay.
I know, but you think, I mean, we probably
Yeah,
should let them
People who are
know.
listening to this are like, oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, a
Well,
guest member.
So remember, the release date for this will be Friday at 5 p.m. We will advertise that too. We're going to try to keep a schedule. So basically, as you know, we have 8 sources on the wheel, right? And we start this in, October? So we're doing our introductory as our members, so that way you know who our members are and you kind of know the idea of this podcast. And it's not sketchy, guys, promise. In all honesty, it's nothing sketchy. We just want you to feel comfortable, come on the podcast, tell your story, relate to the wheel a bit. Even members who aren't in SOS. This does not exclude, people who aren't in SOS. This is for everyone, senior to a freshman. Anyone is allowed. Basically, what me and the guest members have decided, or me and the board members have decided, is that there will be a total of 32 guest members. It is a first come, first serve basis. Am I
Yes.
saying that right?
One a week.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, one a week. So there are obviously slots because we do our podcast filming Monday from 4 to 5. And so you can just, we'll have a QR code sent out by Miss Hortman because it is approved by Miss Hortman. We will have a QR code sent out so that way y'all can see what y'all want to come on the wheel and talk about. However, there will be a waiver for you to sign because, being on this, we're in a high school and there's some sensitive topics that some people may feel different about. So that being said, when you come onto this podcast, you can tell your story. One thing that we're big on is not telling someone else's story. Right? So we want to make sure you're telling your own story, how the wheel pertains to you. Because if I come on here and tell my friend's story, my best friend, or my ex's story kind of thing, we do not want to hear about that, we want that person to be in the room telling their own story because we want to respect people's lives, what they've been through, because some people may not want their story out there, So that being said, the guest members, once a week, they are selected on a first serve kind of basis. Yeah, sorry, I forget that one, you guys. But there's no requirements, mainly just signing the waiver, being able to come, and on the waiver they will show what you kind of need, like transportation wise and stuff like that. Let's see, what else? Anything else y'all want to add?
No, I think you pretty much
I think
covered
you
it.
Yeah, you gotta hit all the point.
Oh, now I feel left out though.
Sorry.
By the way, I went without the hand sanitizer because my hands were feeling crusty, and everybody was like,
Yeah, I had to take my rings off.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what were you gonna say? Because
This
you
podcast?
said about the guest speakers, and then you went on
To the waiver.
further. Yeah, because you were like, and then the guest speakers. Da, 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 da.
Oh, yes. So the guest speakers, they will come on and speak with us this introductory. We won't have a guest member because obviously we wanted
It's
to
just an
Introduce
introduction.
everybody.
introduce the program, what we have planned going on. But the guest member would come on, basically be in the room with us. We have the quiet rooms, is that what they're called? Quiet
Yes.
rooms
Yeah. Yes.
reserved so that way they can come out here and talk with us, and we'll just be here to listen, put our input, because the main point about this is spreading out the word. You're not alone in anything. Everyone's been through something, and I feel like genuine, how do y'all feel about that? That's what I was gonna say. Hearing someone else's story, are y'all ready? Because I know for me, that's what I was saying. Yes, I didn't connect with the freshmen. I don't have classes,
Yeah,
obviously.
especially more for the juniors and seniors that go to TJC on certain days.
They're not here
They're
all
not
the
here.
time.
Yeah.
And then even when they are here, they're in study halls or
Yes.
teachers' aid.
Yeah, so how do y'all feel about hearing the stories? Because imagine if someone, just a freshman or any junior, senior, sophomore, comes in here and tells a story that really just changes your persona on life. How do y'all feel about hearing that?
Go
It's
for
in-
it.
Go for it.
I don't know. I think it's nice to hear the different perspectives, and also we can also learn from them. Maybe something we may have not gone through, but we end up in a similar position. It'll also help us with wisdom. And as sources of trained peer leaders, we supposed to be helping others, and so with other people's experiences in our minds, we can use that to help others.
Yeah, we are like building off that like helping others thing. I feel like we've all been put in like in a position where we really need someone to talk to, or like someone like to actually just be there, like whether you give input or not. Like it's always just gives you comfort of mind, like knowing that there's someone there that can help you, and that's what we as the Sources of Strength board are here to do. And so please don't be shy. Anything, anytime, or obviously not anytime, but yeah, you
when
know,
available.
when available. Just don't be shy. Come on, we're here to help.
Open
Don't
arms. We don't bite. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm sorry. I think I'm excited to like see people in a new light.
Yeah.
Because you know the whole I chose the name I chose the name Perfection is Fake because I know that most people put up this like face and other people view them as like this person that's got it all together, and I think it's really important to show people that you aren't that way, so that way people can feel like not ashamed of who they are, you know?
Or what they've been through, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Because that builds character, and you shouldn't hide it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm most excited to break down those walls and make everybody in this school more comfortable in their own skin.
Mm-hmm. That being said, trust me, guys, we're not an organization who judges. People on this board are selected specifically because they know how to talk to you. They know what to say. They've probably been through some experiences themselves. We're not here to judge what you've been through or any ideas that you may have or anything that you'd like to get off your chest, you know, like, we're here for you, you know.
Yeah, we're here to spread the word and let people know that there are others that go through similar things as well.
And just remember that, like, by one person making this step, it can cause, like, a domino effect, and then you can create a much safer environment in the long term. So, you know, don't be shy.
So as you upcoming juniors, like, the plan is to pass it, you upcoming seniors, right? And you're juniors right now. The plan is to pass it down to y'all, keep it going. Y'all have someone else be the sophomores in this instance, right? Once, you know, next year comes, this is something that's not just going to be this year. We're not going to cut it off after this year. Hopefully, once me and Daniel over here graduate, Irving and Juan, y'all, you know, step up to the plate and keep this podcast going for sure. We do have a group chat, that being said, of, like, what goes on, what the plans are. Because, obviously, this isn't something we just want to, like, do once and cut it off from there. This is something that'll grow. That's basically what this introduction is. Next time you hear from us, we'll be with our mystery guest member. And he or she will... Yeah, he or she will. We're excited to invite them.
We're excited.
Yes.
It's a mystery.
I just want to clarify, this isn't like a this year thing. It's being passed down every year. Hopefully as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be
Till we get a new
legacy.
building. No, I'm just kidding.
Another one. It's gonna be futuristic at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to mention something, that this podcast is like a conversation. It's not like we're interrogating you.
Yeah.
Person, you
Yeah.
come
We
on
don't-
here, we're
yeah,
gonna
we-
interrogate you. You know,
No.
it's not like that. So you come on here, and you're talking about your story. We're not gonna poke and ask you about this. Oh, what happened when you were 3? What happened when you were 5?
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna do
We
that.
don't wanna
it's
be-
like a conversation. So
Yeah.
We
we
don't.
want people to feel safe on here, and I'm gonna get that on my chest.
Yeah.
It's just I wouldn't want to come on a podcast and like be interrogated about like my past traumas and stuff. That would just be sad.
Yeah, we wouldn't. We
We
wouldn't.
wouldn't put you in that position.
We want to be too formal because I don't know. If it's too formal, it's just it would be boring. Nobody
Yeah, we
would
just
wanna
all
listen.
we're just
We just,
As you
know,
can tell, guys,
This is
like,
our,
we
this is
laugh a
our
lot.
first and only take. Like,
Yeah.
this is-
yeah. The original guys.
This is the original.
Juan's like, I don't know.
I don't know about the first thing.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Well,
gonna be a
for
lot
like,
of them.
yeah, as mentioning like our first take, this is, you know, pretty good. Like, I mean, as again, like, we don't have anything scripted out. We don't have anything we want you to say in particular. We just want you to come on here. And
This is authentic, no scripts, no
Yeah,
nothing.
just express
it's real
yourself.
because, you know, we're breaking down those
Those
barriers,
scripts.
those walls, like Miss Lila
it's all
said.
real. It's all real.
Yeah.
Y'all see when y'all get in here.
Oh yeah, for the guest
Yeah,
members
y'all will
here.
See. Y'all will see.
Yes. Oh, and don't worry about your face being plastered everywhere. We're not
It will
that
not
type of.
happen.
Yeah, we're not that type
Oh,
of
yeah.
organization.
Voice only.
As you
You all have to
probably
be in
noticed,
the
you can't
intro.
see anybody.
Juan's like, I'm
27 minutes and 50 seconds in, and you haven't realized.
You're probably staring at the podcast cover right now. Yeah.
If you know, if you can tell.
One was like, by the way, you know, our
By the way,
faces aren't
guys.
there. Yeah. It's basically, you know, just to like, just basically
Only
just to hear
27
us.
minutes?
Yeah, 28.
Yeah,
Dang, guys.
time flies.
It does.
That
Oh, yeah,
felt
and
like
if y'all
What do
longer.
you mean only?
That felt like longer.
Yeah.
If y'all are worried about how long it's gonna, like, if it's gonna be too long, it's not gonna be over 40 minutes probably.
Yeah, 40
Yeah.
minutes.
It's gonna be
Yeah, 30 to 40, you know.
minutes.
It all just
Nothing
depends.
past 45.
It all just depends.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, they might be like 30 minutes long because, you know, it just depends on that person, how comfortable they are to sharing their stuff. Because, again, you're not just going to come in here. It's not going to be you speaking the whole time, promise. We'll put in
talk
our,
too.
we'll put in input.
Remember, it's a conversation. We're building relationships.
Yes, basically, building connections, building relationship. We're in here talking with you guys, you
You'll
know.
get to know us for
Yeah.
30 minutes.
No, literally.
Well,
And-
don't feel obligated to just talk to us in the podcast and then never come and talk to us again. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
talk to you
some-
afterwards too.
friends.
We are friends
Future
after this.
SOS
we can
members.
exchange
Yeah.
numbers.
Yes,
I can come
some
over to your
future
house on the weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Study buddies.
We can go watch a movie or
You know,
something.
That's crazy.
Have your mom
Apple
cook
share,
for
you know?
us. You know,
That
Did you get that
generosity,
reference?
guys.
Did
Make
you
some
get that
homemade
reference? It was a Blake
cookies.
Lively reference.
a lot. What?
It was my Apple share. I can give you my Apple share. We can invite
Oh
him to
my
my house. A
gosh.
Blake Lively reference. You don't
No,
get that? No.
no.
No, they're boys.
I don't use
Y'all
social
like
media.
Boys.
I don't use social media.
Right. For the girls out there, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, for
If you're a
sure.
girl, you'll understand that reference. You'll understand.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, basically,
I'm gonna
that's
put that.
point of the podcast. We can all conclude it's basically just to share your story because we don't want recording to be too long, you know. We'll have 20 minutes to get down to know you before the podcast starts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that 20 minutes we could like restroom break. We're at school, you know, get a restroom break. Work into getting, I was also going to mention that, work into getting some snacks. Anyone who's allergic to nuts, obviously be cautious with that. As well as getting beverages for people who might be thirsty, because I know I am parched right now. So,
Sorry,
you know,
Maddie.
that's fine. It's fine. For like 20
Bring
minutes.
some water bottles.
20
I don't have
minutes,
anything
yeah.
in here anymore.
And
Like
water's
water
not even
bottles.
that, like, you're not.
It's not. Yeah, it's not that bad. So, if anything, you'll have 20 minutes. Whoever that guest member, future guest members may be, you'll have 20 minutes to talk with us, get a snack. Because I know after school, who is hungry? Anyone here? Mm-hmm. After school,
I get home and
Oh,
eat.
Oh yeah.
First thing I do.
Yeah, I get home and eat.
Then go to sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
I believe
Okay.
you.
You know, maybe we should work on those healthy activities.
5.2.0.
Oh my gosh,
Actually, I'm older, so it'd be Daniel 2.0.
that's crazy.
Well, he's did it first.
Yeah, literally. So
Y'all
I'm
should
trying to
have
be
that.
so original.
Okay.
No,
Ah, okay. I hear you.
That being said,
Can I say something real quick?
go ahead.
So, from personal experience, whenever I tried doing like public speaking first, I got pretty nervous about what I was supposed to say. So, I will tell you, if there is a part that where you say something that you really don't want us to show, we can edit that out. But please just feel comfortable. Like, we're having a conversation. Don't say what you think we expect you to say, or
Oh,
just don't
yes.
say something that's like scripted. Like, we're having a conversation. Please
Don't be
remember
too
that at the end
formal.
of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you
Be
do want,
ready.
if you do want us to cut something out, please let us know.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have.
All right. Yeah, are we gonna be like
We have
sending
some okay
send this to them
editors.
beforehand too? Are we gonna, like something they don't want to hear? How like how
I
that
feel
work?
like they'll hear it when it comes out,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But we'll talk to them. Like we'll talk to you. We'll keep in
Mhm.
contact, obviously. Of,
Or
like,
we just have them write it down.
yeah, because the plan is for the QR code. We are gonna have like your name, what grade you are, a way to contact you for sure. So if plans change, if you can't make it, please. That's one thing too.
$6
Yes.
deposit.
Girl. But like
What?
no like.
Everything's like, yeah.
So like last minute, if you're like, yeah, I decided I don't want to do it, that hurts other people who could have come on the podcast. Because like
Yes,
yes,
the
yes.
point is to have guest members. Make sure you're for sure. You told your parents, they know you're staying from 4 to 5. You know.
Get your availability set up.
Yes, sir.
please.
Please.
That's important.
Make sure you do that before you sign the waiver.
Yes,
Yeah.
before you send the waiver.
Because if you sign up to go on one day and you don't do it, you kind of just ruined that like entire day of
The
production
schedule,
for
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Our schedule would be pushed back, and
Yeah.
now we would have to like.
Because again,
Yeah.
you guys.
Find
It's
someone
kinda
maybe
bad.
to do it another day, like Tuesday, Thursday. We have to
Yeah,
get it
it
out.
would
first.
just
That's
not be
too
nice.
much
It would
work.
push us back.
Especially
We're busy
because
people.
yeah, we have
We're busy
a
people.
group of 2 of each grade level, so it's like, you know, having people who also have jobs. I know for me personally, I'm rescheduling because I work on Monday, so I'm changing my availability to like be here, and which obviously
It's
I
already
don't
a
mind.
struggle.
Yeah, so I don't mind it, but I just really appreciate y'all, like, you
Being
know,
sure.
yeah.
Just you know, we understand accidents happen, so just please get
Yeah.
it.
Or like, you know, life happens. So,
Life
yeah.
yeah, Paul, point of it, right? Life happens, but
Oh yeah.
just
Try
make sure
your
you
Maybe that's what the name should
communicate
have been.
with
Life happens. No.
us. Makes your mistakes pretty nice. Kind of rolls on the tongue nice, you know.
Okay, well, we'll scrap that one. Different podcast. That's a trauma dump podcast.
Right. Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna have to conclude this podcast here. So, anything y'all have to mention?
Nope.
No, we basically covered everything. Alrighty. Well, thanks for listening to Perfection is Fake podcast. Tune in next Friday at 5 p.m. That's when our first video, technically, with our guest member will be released. Bye, guys.
Bye.